Okay, so Speak No Evil is probably nothing you wouldn't see in an episode of Emmerdale. Let's face it, like people butchering each other and arguing, dashing around cottages like in complete rage. So the thing is, oh my god, it's the most psychologically fucked up thing I've seen in years. The tension, the beauty of this film, right, is that they build such tension and stress without doing anything. So James McAvoy's character, his barn is filled with possible murder weapons, like giant pliers, saws, everything you need to butcher people, basically. But he doesn't. There's no like sort of weapons or killing involved right until the end. It's brilliant the way all the actors come together and just sort of stir up the really, really uneasy atmosphere. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat, like during some bits. Oh god, why would you go at someone with cleaning products? The main mother character, she goes at James McAvoy with a bottle of bleach. It's like, what are you doing? Pick up a fucking knife, for God's sake. Not that I'm that violent a person, but I must say, James McAvoy, the second he appeared in this film on screen, I couldn't stop looking at his legs. Fucking hell, they are beautiful. And then he does actually get his kit off later on, and he's in his pants, and it's like, whoa, mine almost dropped. So basically, James McAvoy being my new man crush aside, it's like, I just sort of, I don't know, I was just staring at his legs like, wow, which is ironic because I had mine crossed, not because I needed the toilet, basically. I was desperate for a piss, but I had to hold it in because when it all sort of spirals towards the end, and the shit starts hitting the fan, the parents start getting their own back, it's really, just make sure you don't need the toilet, basically. You want to, like, the last 20 minutes, 20 minutes, you want to focus on, because that's when it all kicks off. But like I say, oh my god, the psychological, the way the characters, like James McAvoy, basically, he's the main one, and the way he plays with the other characters is incredible. He's just fantastic. And in this, anything else I've seen James in, he's been sort of like not average character, but not overly sort of, he has never really like stood out for me much. He's just, apart from, is it Split, where he's acting, and that stood out for me because of how, his transition between different people. In this, he's just, oh god, it's that grin, that smile. He's such a fucking, let's face it, he's dashing, isn't it? In this film, not only does he play like a sort of, a West Country farmer type, lumberjack out in the middle of nowhere, but he's massive. Like, he's basically the type of huge, like, fit, burly guy that you'd want to, give you a ride home if you're lost. So he's a big strapping boy in this. He's brilliant. What can I say? Okay, I'm getting too caught up on James's legs and stuff now. So apart from legs, what was good? It was just the psychological tension was just, it really cut it for me. It was fantastic. The way he treats his kid and who you think is his partner. The story, it's such a, oh my god, how do I explain all this? Was this fantastic? Did I really, really like this? I think I did. Now, I haven't slept properly, so to be honest, it was, I was up at 1 o'clock yesterday morning to get a 3 a.m. bus down to London for work, so I literally, in 24 hours, I've had about an hour's sleep, and I feel like I'm hungover. So this is one of those films where, you watch on a hangover, and you're like, you sort of come out of the cinema and you're like, like, it literally it sent shivers down me, basically. Or was that needing the toilet desperately? I don't know. But so anyway, the twist with the boy, it's so sad, but kind of expected in a film like this. Like I say though, there were no. How is it possible to keep me so on edge without doing anything? The psychological, the facial expressions, how his character treated various characters, spoke to them, how he was joshing and joking. It's unnerving, basically. That's the word to describe this entire film. It's incredibly unnerving and uncomfortable. It really is. It was done. It was subtle. I mean, like a very limited number of cast and a very sort of scarce set. But that's it. You don't need anything else. This was a perfect example of how like less is more. So with the whole drama, the facial expressions, and God, James is just fantastic, isn't he? He's a powerhouse. He's not only like a big burly. But if he hasn't done porn in the past, I'll be very fucking surprised. Very surprised. He needs to. Right, so, yeah, anyway, he's member of staff there, lovely. He's just excellent. He's the entire package, isn't he? He's a beast of a man who can act his socks off and create such an uneasy atmosphere. That wasn't bad at all. It wasn't an Oscar winner by any means, but let me think, towards the end, oh God, I barely remember what happened towards the end because I was so desperate for a piss. I almost considered going in my Starbucks cup. Like, I've never done anything like that, but I did not want to miss it. The attacks, basically. So how the couple and their daughter try and escape the house. Quick side note. Oh, they do escape halfway through. They do. They get out and they're driving down the road. They've gone. This could have all been avoided, but they go back because the daughter's left a teddy in the house. It's one of those, and she's one of those annoying characters. But it was just, it was the way it all sort of culminates at the end. Could it have been done differently? Possibly. I don't know, whatever. It just feels like a low budget that makes a high impact. Definitely. So Speak No Evil is definitely worth a watch. For James's legs, if anything, and him in his pants. That's it. But yeah, it's just great how the tension keeps on flowing without anything physical happening. So there's no butchering happening at all right until the very end of the film, and I liked that because it just goes to show how much of a brilliant actor James McAvoy is. So that's it, I think. Is that it? I think that's it. Quick sum up. Is there anything else that really irritated me? Just the mum character. It was just all very minimal, like the bits that the mum was involved in the house, like she drags them back in, shoves the kids in a cupboard to hide. It's all very old-fashioned the way they do it. So instead of pegging it out, they go upstairs, or instead of crashing the car, like they're at one point they're in their car, driving towards a gate, and it's closing. Just fucking smash through it. Instead, they start reversing or something. It's like, whoa. So there's little bits of it that are ridiculous, but there's a lot of it that's brilliant. So yeah, Speak No Evil, Speak No More. That was all right. But yeah, you don't want to watch it if you're on a if you're on a hangover, or if you need a piss like I did. And if you've had hardly any sleep. This is one of those ones actually that really stands out as, those sort of movies that you go away for a weekend, you're in a different place, like there's a different vibe going on, there's an atmos, and you just pop in to see a film somewhere and you come out of the screen and you're like you're just a bit unnerved in a sort of, a bit unnerved in a different intoxicating atmosphere. Yeah, I think I know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Can you tell I've only just had 1 hour sleep? Oh God, and Lord, that's it. I didn't mind that at all. But it's James, the big, burly, sexy bastard. He's fantastic. If I've got nothing else to say on it, surprisingly, because this is 9 minutes. Give it a go. Give it a go. I'm starting to turn a bit northern. So, give it a go for it as a time filler. Is it worth paying for? It's not worth paying over £5 for. I'll say that. So you might want to wait until it's on Netflix before you're unnerved.